Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Tonight we'll be rating Pokemon. How are we feeling tonight, folks? Sharkmouth. Christmas. Sharkmouth coming in at a beefy 55 stream win streak. Insane, Sharkmouth. Insanely good stuff right there, man. Very proud of you, bro. Silent Meadows. Christmas, as we know, coming in. They say Christmas only comes once a year. He's here every night. What do you have to say about that? Windmills. Well, I can't see your regular name. Let me see here. Survivor. That's what it is. Abomination, The Vodek, Anthony Scott, Joey Lee P, Michael Raven, 5-on, King of Crads. Surprised we don't have Chris Cass in here. Sorry I'm a little late. I fell asleep. It happens. How we doing? Abomination, there you are. I hope people like the veto deck. Scarlet Warlock, how you doing? I'm going to try to refine this Goblins. Somebody asked for Goblins the other day. I think it's going to be a mono red night, guys. My mic is a little soft. Let me fix that for you, bub. Thank you. Never feel... Listen, I want to drill this into you guys. Never feel bad about telling me any kind of microphone sound issues if something is weird. Never be scared to tell me that. How does it sound now? Good? Oh, well, thank you, Anthony Scott. I do like hypes. Let's put down Draconautics. Yeah, I gotta grease that. I gotta grease that thing. Let's see what he wants to do here. Boom. Crank that soldier boy. Yeah, so I guess the way that works, it's not very clear. They haven't made it super clear how the hyping system works, but it does appear to be give you like a creator bonus. Like if you're a creator, you get a bigger bonus. I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does help a little bit. I guess the idea is to get onto the hyped top 100 hype, which is, I don't know if my channel will ever do that because you really need to go viral. You need like 100,000 hype points, which I think it's really only for creators that are like below 100,000 in some way. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm Ron Burgundy? Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. I heard Twitch is not counting lurks as views anymore. You're not active in chat. They take away your views. They've done something to views. Yeah, they're trying to cut down on bots. So if you have a lot of bot views, you may not get as much active participation anymore. Which is, you know, obviously it sucks to hear that, but I kind of get it, right? And he calls a message. And he's got me. I got him there. Hey, Summer, how you doing? You just got home from running errands. I think yesterday you just got home from running errands as well. Is that correct? Am I correct on my assessment there? That you're often running errands at J Villain time? A lot of stuff changes, yeah. Botting is really bad on Twitch. It's bad on YouTube. People bot on YouTube quite a bit. But botting is particularly bad on Twitch. It's a lot easier to do and cheaper. There's a couple of MTG streams that bot or used to bot. Once you are in this business for a while, you know when it happens. You're aware. But Sephiroth, it goes insane. Yeah, I know. I had kind of done that. I had kind of done that version already, so I kind of wanted to stay away from him and just do kind of pure knights. How do I remember these things? A very good memory. I think BNR. Yeah, I think people are counting down to BNR. I think 100% people are counting down to BNR. I think that I don't know if it would be Christmas, but more like a surgery that they need a fucking infected tooth extracted more than anything else. If you guys ever watch Jack's films, he goes a lot into... he'll talk a lot about botting. He'll go into botting and how he clickbait channels, click farm channels, botted channels, and stuff like that. Because he'll go into the comments of YouTube videos, and it'll be like the same comment. It'll be like, love your vids, love your vids, love your vids, love your vids. And like, he's like, yeah, this is a botted channel. He's gonna go in. Yeah, I can imagine that Bloodthirsty Conqueror work. That's a fucking power card right there. If you ever come across a YouTube channel that's just all slop and garbage, and it has like 1 million fucking subs, it has 1 million subs, and seems to, you're like, who the fuck watches this? Probably nobody watches it. Probably a few random people, and it's mostly botted for money. Boom. During Omni, I need Omni to. I wouldn't mind if Omni's gonna go. I don't think Omni's gonna go. My reasoning behind Omni not going anywhere is that they put it in Foundations for a reason. I think they put it in Foundations for a reason. They want it to be in Foundations. They're happy with it in Foundations, and there's really no way of stopping it. They want that there. They've basically said, hey, we want this card in this format. It doesn't ultimately really matter how game breaking it is or what kind of a problem it is. We want that. You know, so that's what they've said, and so that's probably what they'll end up getting. I think they knew what they were biting on as soon as they decided that Omni should be in Standard. They kind of knew, hey, this is going to be an issue. Hey, what's up, DJ Low, DJ IO, Ulyathi, welcome. Thank you, man. Thank you for reminding people. I appreciate you when you guys remind other people to like. Well, part of it, I mean, there's an underlying issue, which is there's too many cards in Standard. That is part of it. I'm glad Windmills. Somebody recommended Goblins the other day, and I said, sure, why the fuck not? He's good gaming me. There we go. Artisanal Brawl. I'll have to sign up for that. Artisanal Brawl. Cravo, Omni Sultai, Sultai Cravo besides VV and RDW, yeah. Cravo was his name-o. K-R-A-V-O. Oh my goodness, I remember Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Ulyauth, yeah, that game was all about, like, Cthulhu coming back, and the game fucked with you. Like, it would change stuff around and fuck with you. It was one of those early games that would kind of mess with the concept of being a game. And, like, wouldn't the screen, like, act like you'd disconnected or some shit? And all kind of other wild shit would happen while you're trying to play it, and... There's the list. We're just going straight burn on this, huh? Yeah, it would did a lot of fourth wall breaks and again really tried to fuck with you. Boom. Hey, Atomic Wrath. Well, I'm glad you like it. Look at that. Let's see how many more Lightning Helix he has. Is 5 or 6 more, maybe? Screaming Mimi, there you go. Screaming Mimi number 2. Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave, of course, being some of my favorite modern music. Got him. Got him. People doubt how powerful that Krenko is. There we go. You can get Kona out and crank it by turn 3. You have to get a Llanowar Elves. Now who's the red player? Now who's the red player? Listen, when you get 11 goblins down, it's not easy to go anywhere from there. If you do Llanowar, next turn you do a station, and then next turn you have 3 mana down and 1 more, you can put Kona down and then station. Correct? Yeah, you can do Kona and then station on turn 3, and then get Omni turn 3. That's why it's such a fucking problem, man. That's why it fucking sucks. It's such a fucking problem. That's why, man. It's so terrible. Like, the speed at which you could fucking get off... Yeah, that's called Plat Hell. Plat Hell is a terrible place to be. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, there's a reason. Platinum is where shit starts to get real, man. The problem is Omni. Yeah, I mean, Kona can cheat out a lot of stuff. There's stuff that's cheat outable, but yeah, the underlying issue is, in fact, Omni. That is one of the major issues. He's playing bounce here. He's playing Orzhov bounce. It is. No, a standard absolutely is a that kind of format. Standard is like turn 4. Like, if you don't have the line on your win by turn 4, you're in a bad shape. Like, genuinely. Push. Plat Hell is real. Can we get much higher? Cleans or lean? Brings that back. That sucks. I don't think I can get through here. Boom. Draconautics Engineer. Yeah, I think I'm pretty toasted here. Hey, what's up, Unibolt? Unless he leaves himself really wide open, he goes for full attack, leaves himself wide open. Might be a little cooked. We'll have to see. He'll have to fumble this more than anything else. He'll have to fumble it real bad. Just depends, really. This creates a demon. Nurturing Pixie. Is he gonna bounce anybody? He's gonna go in. Nah, he's not gonna go for the attack. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that I get through here. We'll push because I don't think there's any success to be had here. We'll see if he fucks up. I don't think there's any way I can punch through. I wouldn't have minded. Vivi's much worse than best of 3. That's surprising. Cauldron did rotate out Alchemy. Yeah, there's no Cauldron in Alchemy. This is true. Many such cases. Boom. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, it didn't go fast enough there, and he had some nonsense. It insulted you that much, they made Aragon another race? That's sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's very sad. The way I look at it, and I'll be honest with you, the way I look at it, every single time that you retell Lord of the Rings, you're telling it a different way. It doesn't really matter. I couldn't care less if they were all octopuses. If they were all black, they're all white. Everyone was Asian. Everyone was a squid. Every time you tell Lord of the Rings, you're telling a different version of it. That's the way that I kind of understand it. I don't really care. I think that allowing yourself to it takes joy away from you it's just a sad state of affairs. Don't let something do that to you, man. Don't let the race of a fictional character take joy away from playing a card game you like. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. It's not that important. Enjoy what you enjoy, man, and realize it's a silly thing to be upset about. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Buggy Man. No, I mean, they took Tom Bombadil out of the movies. Isn't that disrespecting the author's original intent? You know, is turning it into a card game disrespecting the author's original intent? He didn't intend this to be a card game, so, you know, why are we doing that? That's how I feel about it anyways. I think it's not something that should be that upsetting. And it shouldn't be something that takes away joy from you. That's a big one. If it's taking away joy from you, then that is obviously a problem. To first strike damage. Gonna do that. Gonna do that. Aetherize, there he goes. This is gonna be Jeskai. This is gonna be Jeskai fucking denial game. Jeskai denial gang. Boom. Impact Tremors. Burnout Bastronaut. Burnout Bastronaut. There we go. Exactly. Very good point, Mineral Eric. Gamer here did. Yeah. Don't let stuff like that take away the joy that you have in your life. You know. It ultimately, it's like I said, it's not something to be that crazy upset about. Wow. Oh, I know this one. This is the one that just chains Atalis forever. Yeah. Yeah, I know this. I played this deck before, yeah. I played this deck before. It chains Atalis forever. Aetherize really broke my back there, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's the blue board wipe. It's the blue board wipe. It's a problem. I don't even want to say that. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? How you doing? I didn't even see you there, my guy. Let's do this. Oof. Let's do that. Treasure map. Okay. Everyone seems to be getting in the way of aggro here. Either way, we'll push. Probably he's gonna want to board wipe me here soon. I have a feeling. I have a distinct feeling about it. There's only one reason you do all this shit with this on the ticket. My issue with the Gunslinger, can I tell you why the Gunslinger? It was miscast, but in the wrong direction. Can I tell you my problem? Because I love the Dark Tower. Matthew McConaughey should have been the Gunslinger, and Idris Elba should have been the Man in Black. I don't know why they reverse casted them like that. That would have been a better. Idris Elba has a lot more sinister. He has like a very much, you know, a gravitas that he could have put into the Man in Black. And fucking Matthew McConaughey's from Texas. He's got a Texas accent. Like, you think cowboy when you are, like, you know, listening to him. So I don't really care about that. I think that more than anything, they should have reversed their casting and it would have been better. Also, they made that's like the least amount of the Dark Tower movie problems. That's like the absolute least of its problems because it has so many different problems. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Yeah, that would have been, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It would have been way better. It would have been way better if they would have reverse casted them. I don't know. I feel like that may have been in their idea initially, and then they, at the last minute, they switched them around, but that would have really good. That would have done a really good job, in my opinion. I'm going to hold my cards here. Scott Eastwood doesn't have enough gravitas. You need somebody who can really, your eyes stick on. Scott Eastwood's kind of got the look, but his acting skills are, no witnesses. All right. Discard. Mike Flanagan, I hope he does a good job with Dark Tower. It's all what Stephen King's works are made out of. I have a feeling this is going to be Board Wipe City, USA, by the way. It's going to be Board Wipe City, USA. Population U. I did appreciate Dark Tower, the movie, not being a one-for-one adaptation of the book, insofar as that you can talk about Dark Tower being one level or one journey of his, of Roland's journey. It was one cycle, and that maybe there's 1,000 different Rolands or 1,000,000 different Rolands, as they say. There are other worlds than these. I think that is, I think that's a very specific, thing. So, Last Jedi was bad because it didn't really have a point. Somebody pointed out, and I think this is important, somebody pointed out that you could have cut the Kanto bite bit and the movie would have ended up the same way. And I don't think that you should be able to remove a large part of a movie and still get the same result. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that is right. Westworld Season 1. Yeah, that'll never happen. Unfortunately, Westworld Season 1 was like a freak anomaly. You know? He's just going to keep wiping me here. This Authority of the Consuls is breaking my back. There's not much I can do about it. He's going to keep wiping me. Running Man should be good. I do like Running Man. I don't think a lot of people even know that's Stephen King. I don't want to watch The Long Walk. It's too depressing. It's a very depressing book. Very depressing story, as it were. Very, very. Just... Alright, everyone. Suffer. Start suffering. Suffer, suffer, suffer. There you go. You suffer. Suffering. Everyone's suffering. Good, good, good. Love to see it. Suffering, suffering. I just don't like movies like that. I know there's more into it than that, but it just, it gets me. Yeah, authority is, we're just going to sit here and spin our wheels. We're running into really heavy control here, which is going to fuck with us. I think visually it looks great. I think the story and the writing is all over the fucking place. People really don't realize writing is quite important. You could have some of the best ideas out there, and it won't matter if you can't get the writing correct. Boom. I never watched Westworld. I've been hearing about how season 1 was like the best show on TV. Season 2 was acceptable. Season 3 was an abomination. And season 4 should have never existed. So I keep hearing about this kind of slow decline. Yeah, very, you have a lot of stuff like that. You have a lot of that. The visuals are on point. The acting, what actually happens in the show, they all are not very good. So you have a couple of problems. My aunt brought a cat to a rabbit fight. The mist ending, yeah, I mean, that one's different. They're suffering, but there's through the movie, it is one of the darker endings in cinema, which is they didn't originally have. Frank Darabont did that. The guy who did Walking Dead, and you can see that guy really loves exploring people suffering and being miserable and dying. I think that we could have had Burned Out Hermit Luke if we would have brought him back to heroism, but he never kind of got back there. I think that there's a way to do a cynical Luke who is, you know, he's like, I fought all these things and then their empire just came right back. I think there's a way to kind of rekindle him, and they didn't really pull that off. Like, I kind of get what they were going for, but they did a bad job of it. Is that make any more sense? It would be pretty. It would be. I understand what you're saying because like it would be pretty boring if Luke was like a Force god and he could just do whatever he wanted, because he's so powerful in the Force. Because it's like, all right, so where do you take a character like that? You know. Got him. Draconautics. Okay, we're doing something here. Boom. Do. Well, Summer, do you see me here every day, Summer? I doubt it. I think that, you know what's funny is Harrison Ford likes Indiana Jones. He doesn't like Han Solo, which I think is very funny. I don't think they are going to reboot it, though. Good eye, sniper. Howl Squad. I think the Indiana Jones series just needs to rest. I know a lot of the... I know we as fans always want more of something, and I know that the studio always wants to give us more of something because it means they can make more money, but at a certain point, we have to let stuff rest, man. At a certain point, we have to let things rest. We have to let things just take a break. I'm not that, you know, I'm an odd Star Wars fan because I don't think Legends is that great. I don't think that, I don't like the Yuzong Vong. Can I say that? Can I be controversial? Yeah, you know, it is funny how they're able to do that. James Bond is kind of used to being changed around, but I think there are some people that are just too iconic. You know, it's a funny thing. James Gunn talks about casting Batman versus casting Superman. He's like, the funny thing is that he's like, you know, there's been so many different Batmans, but like maybe one or two really distinct Supermans. He's like, because Superman doesn't wear a mask. There's your problem right there. Superman has to look a certain way. Batman can basically be anybody, you know, as long as the Bat costume looks good. It doesn't really matter who's under there so much. I'm going to quit this. There's no way we can win this. I don't know if we have enough power here, guys. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Do that. Gobbo, wobble, gobbo. Wobble, gobbo. Boom. Ember Heart Challenger, very nice. Going in, very nice. We'll take the hits. Boom, boom, boom. We do this. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. Gonna go in. Pumped. I'll take the hit. Boom, 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 boom. Do this. Do this. All right, is that enough? That's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's leave some blockers down. Well, he could have one burn. If he has one burn. Well, no, I guess we already are making some. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Goblin. Do you guys think I should put the Mind Goblin in this? Do you think it's missing the Mind Goblin? We have Grease Wrench Goblin. Banner of Kinship works. Boom. Yeah, Mind Goblin D's. Oh, look, it's Lightning Helix Forever again. Fantastic. We love that. I did it, guys. Goblin D's. We're gonna wait because this guy has nothing but fucking cracks. Guy has nothing but fucking crack shit in there, so we're gonna wait. We gotta get some more creatures out. Bottle of rum, no one's falling for it. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nice? How you doing? Oh, it's fucking Jess guy again. God damn it. Fuck, man. I fucking hate these Jess guy decks. Excuse me while I jest this guy. Purple haze is in my mind. Excuse me while I jest this guy. Alright, boom. I'm gonna wait for him to do something, man. I'm just gonna fucking look at him. Fucking all reaction. Anthony Scott got it. Listen, I've gotten it before, okay? Don't feel bad. I've been in the middle of playing a goblin deck and I'm like, oh, Mind Goblin? Is that something I should add? Is that a new card? And I've been had. I've been had. We're gonna wait. We have enough mana to pull off our trick, but we gotta wait until he's got no mana. It's an unreasonable thing. to be that mad about. Let's put this down. Let's try to pull some teeth. My turn. I'm never going to commit until you play these pretty cards there, man. I'm not going to do it. Hey, there we go. Lemon meringue in the flesh. Hey, what's up, J Raymond Gaming? Trexadactyl, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Now that I have some actual cards on the board, what's this guy gonna do? He's running 4-color Jeskai. Excuse me while I jest this guy. King Checho, how you doing, King Checho? Okay. Gets rid of that one. Very nice. I'm gonna destroy one of them. Very nice. Lemon meringue going in. Perfect. So we're gonna do Draconautics. Boom. He's probably going to run a board wipe here. We're trying to run goblins. Everyone is just running board wipes and control, so it's not that easy. Yeah, I normally stream around this time. He said good game. He said it's over with. It's done. You can't even do nothing to it. Inevitable defeat. Very nice. Probably another inevitable defeat. Very nice. Bango. There you go. Yeah, everyone is just running hard lock control, which is not helping us, our situation here. They're not letting you keep anything down. I don't know why I'd be able to pull this off with the meta being what it is, but we're trying our best here. We might have to change tactics because goblins are just going to get obliterated by the amount of fucking anti-everything that people are running, which is surprising. Thank you, Mr. Nice. It's expensive. People are liking it more, but it only really works in control shells. If you're playing aggro, it doesn't ever work because you need to have... It's a late game fucking removal destruction card. It's not for early games. Let's do that. Boom. Pop. Let's do that. Jund? Welcome to the Jungle. Let's see what we have here. Either a counterspell or a removal. Which one do you guys think? Hmm? Which one do you guys think? Malcolm? Boom. Boyd. Okay. It's a bit odd that he didn't get a mana there. So I think that's not good for him. Okay, he can do that. He's going to lose 2 life by doing that. Discard. Oh, he's trying to reanimate. Okay. He could reanimate Valgs this turn right now. No, he can't do it yet. Okay. If I get a mana, I think I'm in. I think I'm in if I get a mana. He's not going to do that. Boom. He does that. Perfect. Down to 2. We can lightning bolt him. Even if he reanimates right now, he's not going to have the power to kill me. He would need to gain life immediately. Boom, boom. He could wipe. He could reanimate. It won't matter. If he spends all of his cash because he's in striking range. Hey, we got him. Oh, yeah, no, listen, Avatar looks pretty solid, guys. I'm not going to lie. Avatar looks really good. It's shaping up to be a solid set. I think that all the right pieces are there for success. 100%. I do not think we're having an Omen Path situation on our hands. Power level's like a B. I don't think there's really OP stuff in it. At least not singular OP stuff, but it certainly has a lot of meat. Honestly, I don't think earthbending. The weakest one that looks waterbending. But man, firebending, generating that much mana. I don't think people realize how dangerous that is, man. Shitting out that much mana is fucking not good. It's a not so good. That putting out that much heat can be very deadly. Let's do this. Boom. Boom. Airbending is interesting. It's a nice stalling tactic. Earthbending looks fun. It's only gonna it's good because landfall is so powerful right now. I think that's part of it. Ooh, Trastrani, the Three Whispers. Interesting. Yeah, generating 40 bajillion life is that sure is something, you know. Push in. Hey, Trex, did you shout out yourself? Don't forget to shout out yourself, Trex. Oh, the dactyls. He's ramping here. Is he going to take somebody out? Trastrani, the Three Whispers. Okay. He's just going to go straight in on me here, huh? We'll take it. I don't like that he's not playing anything. Full strike. Could pump. Could pump here. Deals damage. Oof. Pop. Draws a card. Pop. Alright, a mana wouldn't be the worst thing to pull off this combo. We didn't get it, but we will get this. No sets are rotating out till next year, Death. And then I think it's going to be the last couple, the last 4 it should be. What's he going to run here? A little nervous. Alicia, Clarion Heart. Nothing is rotating next year? Are we sure? Ooh, Seraph Steed. This guy's already cooked. Doesn't really matter what he does. Get him. Get him, Krenko. $2027 is the next rotation. Damn, bros. Am I thinking alchemy? Is that my problem? I'm alchemy brained right now. I'm alchemy pilled. You will get an alchemy, which is why I recommend alchemy. You will get some change-ups in the chemicals. The chemicals between us. You will do that. January 2027 is the next rotation. I didn't see that earthbending. I didn't see that earthbending enchantment. What is that one? Krenko Overkill. Yeah. Ops goes first. Not great. 3.6 Rowankin. I'll keep it. Why not? $3.6 Rowankin. It's not great. It's not terrible. Hey, what's up, Aaron Cook? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Boom, 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 boom. Earthbending Ascension. You got to watch out. Because some of those cards are not standard legal. Okay, you got to watch out, man. Some of them look really good and then they don't work. Ward Weave, okay. I know what this is. He's gonna put fucking ward on it, and that way I can never kill it. He's gonna put fucking yeah. He's gonna do that on it. Whatever his name is. There you go. Yeah. Now it has ward 4, which means it can never be killed. And he's got ethereal armor, which means that there's nothing I can do. Boom. That's an instant loss right there, folks. That's what we call that. That's called instant loss. The only way to deal with that is have black, and then you're okay. But if you don't have black, red ain't doing shit for that. Wonder Weave, a second Wonder Weave has hit the fucking building. Brutal, brutal fucking combo right there, man. We just leave. Yeah, unless you have black, there's no way of killing that. There's no way of dealing with that. Now, it does fumble if they get a sacrifice card. If you have a turn 2 sacrifice, people will fuck you up. However, I did not have a turn 2 sacrifice, so you have that problem. Blair, let's put down Brastronaut. I've heard it, yeah, Patrick Stewart is going to be retiring after this. I've heard this. Vivi? Could have a direct burn on me. He's staring at me with 1 red mana. Staring at me in the face with 1 red mana here. Let's see. It's going to play a burn. It's going to take him 20 minutes to play the burn spell. Torch the tower. Yay, you did it, man. Good job. All right. I do need a mana here. Hey, look at that. Could be a counterspell. It's fine if it is. Hey, what's up, Lancer? Edric Sephiroth. Oh, that's a fun one, yeah. This guy is taking 20 minutes a turn. This guy is getting in the lab on each move I make. We're going to give him this sleepy Hedron. Do cards not have all art styles in the game? Like I said, card in the line, one to craft, and it's a different picture with no option on other styles. Yeah, some. Wait, what are you talking about, Unibolt? I'm worried you may be talking about the fact that we don't have Spider-Man cards. I think all of them should, but I think there's also reprints that maybe never made it to Arena. I think there's a couple different things going on there, possibly. Let's put you down. Oh, still has an instant in his hand. Still has a fucking instant in his hand. Look at that. Beautiful. There you go. Perfect. Hasn't done shit this game. Just staring at me the whole game. Wonderful. I love this. It was really fun, by the way. Really, really fun. Archmage of Ruins. Instant and sorceries cost 1 less. We'll do you. That's a Foundations card, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, red still has absolutely fucking monster bangers. Rage was broken. Rage was fucking busted. I'm sorry. I don't know Dave Mustaine was retiring too. Interesting. He's probably got a million counter spells. I'm kind of at a loss of what to do here. I kind of just want to quit. I don't want to play out this game where there's 50 counter spells that he has, and we're just going to do nothing but stare at him while he takes 10 minutes a turn. Stock up. Very good. Draws a card. There you go. Yeah, nobody runs that because it's so late in the game. But I think he's going for Spellslinger here. He's going to counterspell it, which is kind of what I want him to do. I want him to draw out that removal. There you go. He's going all spell sling here. All counter spells, all slings. I think. I need one of my hasters down. He could have a counter spell here. This is really slow. I kind of want to just quit. This is absurdly, ridiculously slow. He's probably going to have a counter spell here. Yeah, this is... No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. In my opinion, that's disrespectful to your opponent. You take fucking 30 seconds a turn, you're disrespecting your opponent. I'll be honest. You just stare at me. You hold priority and stare at me every single fucking time anything happens and hold priority. Get your head in the game or fucking move on, man. Come on. It's ridiculous. You have one fucking mana. There's no reason that you need a whole priority on that. Aside from just being a dick. Boom. Hawk. Boom. Interlin. Life gain right here. Yes, it's Chandler. Very nice. I got no removal. Top meta. Boop, 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 boop. What's up, Misty? Almost bought heavy. Hopefully I can survive like 2 turns. I don't know if I can, though. Might just get killed. Boom, boom. Goes in. Do this. Grenko. Vanishing Light. He's going to get the Krenko. Which was my win con right there. That was my win con. That was my win con right there. I don't think this has enough power, guys. It's a fun deck, but I just don't think it has enough power against current meta. We'll try one more game. Like, against S tier, which frankly is the only thing people are running, I don't think it has enough juice. I mean, I could throw fucking Screaming Mimi in it if I wanted to be pedantic, but we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, to be honest, guys. Boop, 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 boom. What do we do? What do we do, folks? Life Gain is probably one of the top meta decks in the game currently. If not the, but one of the top meta decks. Go Burst Lightning, you're tearing up the corner a mile. Burst Lightning, go Burst Lightning. Go in. Boom. This looks like Reanimator, I'll be honest with you. Ancient Cornucopium. Okay. Cornucopium right there. Could be a counterspell. No. Seersucker Goblin. No. Generate. Could be a board wipe next turn. Are you sure it wasn't leaves? I've heard that it was just brown leaves that everyone thought was a cornucopia. Anthony Scott. I've heard this theory a couple of times. Yeah, that's what I thought. Boom. Get rid of that. Okay, do this. Boom. I need to see a picture, Anthony Scott. They say that it's lost to time and history, that it's never been that way. That they've never had leaves on there. that they've never had a cornucopium. Out of there. Okay, we made it. He couldn't get what he needed there. Did enough damage to him. All right, well, at the very least, we're holding our own here. Can we say that? We are fighting back pretty aggressively. I think I do need to add like a Screaming Mimi in just to fuck with people. I do think that that is maybe a little necessary. Let's do that. Who could we take out? Really have some good ones here. Ruzik. Get down on Ruzik. Lavaborn. Let's throw two of them in there just to shake things up. Well, unfortunately, we'd be splashing. This is Buggyman. This is sage advice, Buggyman. It's okay to play slow if it's $1 million tournament. Yeah, this is platinum ranked, and you're taking 2 minutes a move. You're not being real, man. You're not being real about it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I go first. Cable Kongable. Blue again. We love to see blue here. Great stuff. Draconautics. Uh-oh. What's he stopping? Okay. Let's do it. Go in. Ooh, that's a lot of damage up front, guys. Who else we got here? Drake Catcher. Very nice. Alright, good stuff. He's got an instant in his hand. Let's see what he's got. This. Drake Catcher. Boom. You like that, King Checo? King Checo liked that little bit of scramble we just had. Enter the Enigma. Very nice. Going in. He's gonna hit. He's gonna put a Drake down. Boom. Pop. Dazzling Denial, very nice. Push him. Down to 1. There you go. He's got some mana there, which is not good for him. Unsummon. Boom. Astronaut. He gets his guy. Yeah, I'll go in. Fuck you. You gotta block me. Boom. And that. And turn. What do you got? Ooh, it's not good. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Caleb Kongable. Man, Anthony grew up in a parallel universe. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Anthony grew up in a fucking parallel universe. He remembers the Sinbad movie called Kazam. You remember the Berenstain Bears. Boom. Okay, we'll hold on to that. Boom, end turn. My man flooded like the fucking... the Nile Delta, man. Okay, Vov. Alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go in. Block it, man. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Okay. Okay. Sunstar. Check it out now. Alright, we have to kill Voice of Victory, unfortunately. Oh, he's playing my own deck against me, guys. I can't even believe this has happened. This is the worst thing that could have possibly happened to me, is my own deck be played against me. Just puts that up. Do that, no attacks, end turn. Gonna go in. Boom. Boom. You go in. Blocked. Vengeful Blood Witch. Oh, this is the Reanimator. Vengeful Blood Witch, very nice. Mill. Well, we're going to be able to create a lot of fucking goblins, I'll tell you that much, guys. I'll tell you this much. We are going to be able to make a lot of fucking goblins. He hasn't had a removal yet. There's Corrupted Conviction. Okay, so now he's going to get rid of some stuff. He's going to exile you. Boom. Draws 2 cards. There we go. Now we're talking. Can bounce that if we need to. We can do a bounce damage. Day of Judgment. Yeah, you got me on that one. Unfortunately, the dual combination of the not being able to burn up his Vondom because of Clarion Conqueror, it's real rough on me. Because I could have killed the Vondom right away, but I can't cast spells on his turn with Clarion, which is an underrated ability of Clarion, in my opinion. People don't fucking talk about that ability enough. People don't talk about it enough. I go first. Okay. Impact Tremors and a Helm Squad Heavy. Alright. Rune Liquor Bat. Hold steady. It's going to be life gain. Do this. Johnny's Pridemate. Well, if we get a mana out, if we get some mana out, we'll be able to win, but that's going to be a mighty big if, guys. That's a mighty big if right there. Boom, boom. There's that. Whole squad heavy. Let's get you out. Let's push you in. Gonna take it home. Goes up to a 5. Aerith Gainsboroughs. Okay. He probably has the removal in there, but hey, we'll give it a shot anyways, huh? I'm sure he has the Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah. Obviously. Obviously. He's got it. It's next to impossible to beat those. Hey, what's up, Babs? How you doing? All right, last one. We've basically stayed at a 50% on the ladder. We've like won 2 and then lost 1 and then lost 2 and then won 1 and then we've stayed at like 50%, which is kind of impressive. I go first. Seersucker. Let's put down... Yeah, let's put down Impact Tremors right away. Trying to do goblins, yeah. Born in the Inner Sky. Boom. Wait. Tangled Colony. Interesting. Interesting. My turn. We're gonna go in. Okay. So we're going to do Krenko. We're going to do that, haste Krenko. Generate that. Mango. If he doesn't kill Draconautics, this will be interesting. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Phoenix down. Interesting. Very interesting. We're going to do this. To combat. To attackers. You. Next. Home. Other creatures we control have haste. Got him. Okay, that was weird. Well, at least you use the word gaslighting correctly. Nothing drives me crazier than when people just use gaslighting instead of the word lying. Gaslighting means a specific thing, and it doesn't mean lying. Lying is part of gaslighting, but gaslighting has a very specific definition that everyone just uses the word gaslighting all the time now for everything. And I'm not really much of a linguistics person. I like people to be flexible with pronunciation and flexible with words, but they're two very different things. Like, they're not even really that similar. Lying is one thing, gaslighting is another. Like, they're very, very dissimilar. So, yeah, I appreciate your effort on that regard. Gaslighting is trying to make somebody go crazy. That's what gaslighting is. Now, lying is part of gaslighting, but specifically what gaslighting is trying to make somebody go crazy. That's what it is. It doesn't mean, like, when somebody lies to you, they go, oh my God, you're gaslighting me. Like, no, that's not what that is. They're not gaslighting you. It doesn't even mean trying to trick you. It specifically means trying to make you go crazy. That is the specific... Yes, it means to fuck with someone, their perception, to try to make them nuts. That is precisely what it is. It's not just... oh, you're, you know, you're X, Y, or Z. No, it is fuck with someone so that they think that they're insane. It has more akin to manipulation than lying. To combat, send you in. All right, what's he gonna do? Is that 7? He's probably got removal. Here he goes. He waited until I pumped it. There you go. Down to 2. Ramp. Down to 2 on that one. Down to 10. Boolean. Yeah, no thank you. We missed it by 1, folks. Missed it by 1 there. Yeah, it feels great, doesn't it? Turn 3 Omni feels really normal and in alchemy. Wow. Oh yeah, the cow, the shoeing and hoof cleaning, that's good stuff, man. It's very relaxing. Yeah, I get it. I get it, 100%. Boom. Boom. Push. What's he gonna run? Lightning Helix? Bolt Wave. Impact Tremors. Go in. It's got a Lightning Helix. next to me. Boom. Nice. What are the chances we'd get that? What are the chances we'd get that? Absolute last one here. When was the last time you saw some shit like that? This deck has abysmal luck, man. I'll tell you what. Still gonna make a video out of it. I think it's still holding its own. The fact that it can hold its own is something. I think I'm getting abysmally bad luck. Yeah, I think I'm personally getting abysmally bad luck. I think other people are gonna have a fine time with this. Let's do Draconautics. Boom. I don't think it's rigged. Boom. Is he gonna go in? He is. No, he isn't. Didn't get a mana. We're gonna go in. Okay. If we get a mana here, I think we're alright. Dalkovin. Nice. We didn't get a mana. Let's push. Damage. 4. Double strike. Nice. Dalkovin again. Stadium Headliner again. Gonna go in for 1, 2, pop, pop. Let's push. Put you down. There we go. Vav. Going in. I'll take it. Plus 3. Very nice. He's got an instant in his hand. Something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Holding up priority. Let's see. Derp, derp. What are you going to do, derp, derp? Okay, so he has 10. I'll be hitting it for 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should we add it? Fuck it. We'll pump it. We have haste and everything else. He's got mobilize 6. That's gonna kill me, I think. He's gonna do 6 damage, 6 damage, and 2 damage. So he's gonna do to 14. I don't know why he'd hold up winning. He could hold up winning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Down to the wire on that one. Down to the wire, but we got there. We got there, folks. Man, like a flat 50%. I feel like I had pretty bad luck with this. I feel like there's more potential here for good stuff in this deck than there is issues, in my opinion. If you want something different or a different kind of mono red, I do feel like this is pretty fun. I think I got a bad rap tonight. I think I got a damn bad rap tonight. But I do think it is a fun deck. It's despite having struggles with it, man, I kept wanting to go back and play more. I kept saying I'm almost there. And that's something, man. Math is for blockers, you know? Good stuff. Goblins. Nah, I don't think it's I think it's decent. We stayed at about a flat 50% win rate, which is kind of impressive to do that. It's kind of incredible that that happened, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a shakedown breakdown on it. I think that I think it's fun enough, and I think people can experiment with it enough that they can do something. They can have fun with a goblin swarm. I always like these decks. I always have fun with them. Why are we not getting warp? Why does it do that? As you search, yeah. Waff Stalker. Do that. Like, how many times, like, Kitsugi's, man. In Louisville, yeah. Horrible, horrible accident. Terrible. Really, really awful. If you see the footage, it's... Oof. That's real bad plane crash, man. Feel very sorry for them, man. It looked like their engine exploded on takeoff, and the guy tried to steer it away from buildings and crashed it. But my God, it was going to Honolulu, man. So it was absolutely full to the brim with fuel. Absolutely terrible, terrible accident. Hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. One of the craziest plane crashes I've ever seen. The amount of explosion and debris that flopped everywhere was nuts. Let's do that. Trample. Crash through might not be bad either. Yeah, you're right about that. Crash through might not be the worst thing. Okay. Yes, the good news is it was not filled with 300 people. I mean, if you can count that as good news. It was not completely full of... Oh my goodness, there's so many videos out there right now. It's a horrible, horrible accident. I mean, it looks apocalyptic, man. The plane is going in fucking sideways. It's crashing sideways on its wing. Exploding. It's terrible. It's a terrible accident. Hot gobs. Boom, boom. Boom. I'm surprised more people didn't die on the ground. That's the other thing. Because it was an enormous fireball. It looked like a mechanical failure. It looked like a mechanical failure. There are a lot of issues with air traffic controllers right now. They need to start paying them. Yeah, it's terrible, terrible plane accident. Terrible. All right. Let's get to it here, guys. Yeah, Louisville's big. Yeah. No, I think Wall Street means that it looks like an entire small town is on fire. Yeah, the thing sprayed jet fuel fucking everywhere. The thing fucking sprayed jet fuel fucking everywhere, man. It was loaded. It had just taken off, and it was headed from Louisville, Kentucky to fucking Honolulu. It was going damn near a whole fucking hemisphere away. So I'm sure it was at maximum amount of fuel, and the engine blew off as soon as it took off. And then it immediately crashed in the industrial area outside of the airport. It's humongous. I mean, it sprayed fire and gas everywhere, man. It's horrid. That's why I'm saying I'm shocked that more people on the ground didn't die. I think that honestly is the pilot was trying to steer it away into an area that wasn't densely populated or not hit a building, and he hit a parking lot, which is, I mean, damn near heroic. I'm not damn near heroic. It's absolutely fucking heroic if that's the case, but it's a really horrible crash. It's so horrible, it looks fake. Can I say that? I'm laughing because you gotta laugh when you want to cry. It looks fucking fake. It looks like a fucking, it looks like a movie crash. It's so insane. Hey, what's up, Wall Street? How you doing? Let's get let's get down to it. Here we go. All right. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get something here set up. Got not a lot of people here tonight on YouTube, huh, guys? Can't even get to 30 likes, man. Sounds like people are waiting for this this ban announcement and this Avatar stuff, huh? Seems like it. Can we get to 30 likes? Is that going to be possible? Do we dare? Why is MTGA Assistant not working? It never fucking works. I'm going to relaunch Overwolf. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Someone the other day recommended goblins. We actually have some new goblins here, and we're gonna run the hot gobs, guys. It's an interesting deck. There's actually some new stuff and some new combinations you can pull off in this. It's aggro, it's token swarm, it's everything that you might want to run on this one, with a little bit of spice on it. So we're going to be running this in Platinum, trying to rank up against a very hard meta right now. Got to watch out right now. It's real rough out there. So before we get down into it, though, with these hot gobs, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can check us out when we go live. Hit that bell for Notification Squad. We'd love to have you there. Be notified when we're going live because guess what? We have early access coming up next Wednesday. You'll see all the new Avatar The Last Airbender cards. They're going to be up on this channel, so watch out for that. You're going to want to subscribe and turn on notifications for that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. It's all right there in Discord. You can also see all the Avatar cards. We've got them all listed on Discord too. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that we build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this, AetherHub or Moxfield, both of those links will be down in the description below. Check that out. So what are we talking about when we hit the hot gobs right here? This is going to be a little bit aggro, but also a little bit spike when we put a lot of tokens down. There's a couple different win cons we could do. We're going to go with the early ones. Grease Wrench Goblin is a very good one from Aether Drift, and so is Burnout Brastronaut. But I like Burnout Brastronaut better. 1 red, 1/1, Goblin Warrior, Menace, start your engines. Your speed starts at 1. Every time they take damage, it goes up by 1 until you get to max speed of 4. Then you give this lovely lady here double strike on the mic. You also have the ability to pay 2 and pump it. With Menace and double strike with the pumpable ability, this thing can win you games. It can sneak in and do a lot of damage that people aren't expecting, especially with you have a pump spell like Dreadmaw's Ire or something like that. You give it +2 and then pump it again, and then all of a sudden you have a 5 Menace double strike going in and they weren't expecting it. Absolutely can be a closer on you right there. So keep Burnout Brastronaut in mind. Aether Drift might have been not doing great for a lot of reasons, but it did give us some pretty solid gobs. The other one right here, these punk rock gobs right here, Grease Wrench Goblin for 1 red, 2/1, Exhaust. This is a useful card, useful exhaust ability to do with the new Mayhem ability. So discard 2 cards, up to 2 cards, then draw that many, put a 1/1 counter. Very useful to card draw late in the game and pump up as we go. The discarding ability does feed into a couple of the madness things we have, meaning that it will work with Ruzek, and it will help pump up Cam and Ferric Havoc Duo. So we do have some good synergy with the discard ability of Grease Wrench Goblin as we go. Burst Lightning, yeah, you do need a direct removal to occasionally pop out anything. I think that you could swap in pretty much any direct removal for, you could do Torch the Tower, you could do whatever you want here to do kind of a direct damage. I like this one because it can finish the game off with the kicker. If you have 5 mana, you can hit a kicker and do 4 damage to your opponent directly, which can, of course, close it up if they are low on life right there. Dreadmaw's Ire, of course, if you have an attacking creature, +2/+2 trample at instant speed, and you can destroy an artifact. Good against the meta. There's a lot of artifacts right there. Good against just instantly trampling and putting that extra power on people when they don't expect it. So one of the new ones that I talked about, Cam and Ferric Havoc Duo. This was, I think, the Green Goblin, one of the Green Goblin cards, which I think is pretty funny because in the Spider-Man version, it's a Goblin human villain. And in this version, the Goblin and human are one thing. And in this version, the Goblin and a human are both attached to a hang glider. So it's literally a Goblin and a human, and they do villainous stuff together, which I just love the flavor win on that. The fact that they're both fighting each other while they're trying to rob somebody while attached to a hang glider. It's a ridiculous card. 1 red and 1/1/2 flying haste. Whenever you discard a card, Cam and Ferric get +2 until the end of turn. We do have that discard ability right here built into Ruzek and, of course, into the Grease Wench, which is some good backward synergy that we have on that as well. So you can keep pumping and doing a surprise kind of discard and hit on that. So a 1/2 flying and haste that gets pumped, it's not a bad one. Draconautics Engineer, very useful card right here. 1 red and 1. Another Aether Drift Goblin. I'm telling you, the Aether Drift Goblins are pretty solid. 2/2 with the exhaust ability, Goblin Artificer. The exhaust ability, of course, everyone else gets haste. So you can basically pay 1 red and 1 and then another red and give the entire board haste. Late game, this could be a game changer. Late game, you can absolutely smack people down with this. The other ability that you have is you can exhaust it again and create a 4/4 red dinosaur dragon token and then haste that in. So at a 5 speed, you can create a red token and then a red dragon and then haste it in. Very, very cool stuff right there. Just endless amounts of utility on Draconautics Engineer. So really good. We're going to go 3 of them. Sear Slicer, let's talk about the combination plays here. Sear Slicer and Impact Tremors. This is also going to go with the Krenko combo on the Howl Squad. This is kind of phase number 2 of the Goblin combination, right? So Impact Tremors, you've seen me use a lot. It's great for token generation, especially if you're spamming a ton of tokens. 1 red and 1 enchantment. Whenever this creature you control enters, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. Solid. Solid that you can ping out every single time a creature comes down. But how do we break that? How do we abuse that and make a ton of tokens at once to just spam 10 damage on somebody? I'll show you how. There's a couple of cards that we can use to pull that combo off. Sear Slicer Goblin. 1 red and 1 with the raid ability Goblin Warrior at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. So every time you attack, you're going to get a free token. As long as it's alive, you're going to get a token. You're sending somebody downrange every single turn. You will generate a token, which means you're going to generate 1 damage. Good stuff. The other thing that we're going to have is Howl Squad Heavy, another Aether Drift Goblin that is just fantastic. 1 red and 1 Goblin Mercenary. The fun thing about him being a mercenary, guess what? He's immune to shoot the sheriff. Yeah. 2/3, start your engines. Other goblins you control have haste at the beginning of combat on your turn. Create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That goblin attacks each turn with available. This punk rock goblin goes insane. This Mad Max goblin. You make a token every turn from his battle bus, and they attack. So you're constantly spitting out goblins to attack, which means that every turn you are going to trigger off Impact Tremors. You combine Sear Slicer and Impact Tremors, guess what? You're going to get 1 damage for creating the token and mandatory attacking, and then 1 damage for mandatory attacking triggering Sear Slicer. So you have synergy between the two of them that you're always going to be putting out damage. You're going to be generating 2 a turn, and you see it right there. I ended up throwing 2 Screaming Mimes in there. White life gain is too prevalent to not run Screaming Mime in red anymore. I did run a couple of games without Screaming Mime. But man, let me tell you, things get a lot easier when you have this. Mono White, I think, may be the #1 best deck in the game right now, Mono White life gain. So you're kind of hamstringing yourself by not running this. You could run 2, you could run 4, you could do whatever you want. It is arguably the most powerful red card in the game currently. 1 red and 2 3/3 haste. Whenever it deals damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. It's just kind of a meta requirement at this point. It's so dangerous. We've got to run this thing just to put pressure down on people. So we also have Ruzik, booed but victorious right here. This is a 5/4. This is a 5/4 for 2 red and 1, which you can also mayhem out for 1 red and 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you discard a card, then create a treasure token. Not bad, especially if you're discarding land or something unnecessary every single turn. Got to be careful. You don't want to put him out when you're going to discard good stuff, or if you have nothing in your hand. He's good when you have nothing in your hand too. The other thing I like about him, because I didn't talk about Howl Squad Heavy here, all goblins you control have haste. So being able to put him out on turn 4 and swing in at 4, swing in as at 5, and maybe even play a Dreadmaw's Ire on him immediately is actually a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat to swing down. So Howl Squad Heavy on 4, Ruzik on 5, you swing in with a 5-banger, hit him with the Dreadmaw's Ire, he's 7 going in on 4, trampling. He's muscly. Look at that goblin. He's absolutely jacked. How did a goblin get that jacked and have that much? He's got to be on the gear, man. I don't know. I don't believe that's natty right there. That goblin is way too jacked. Anyways, really good way of generating a lot of treasure as we go and putting a lot of heavy meat on the board as it does anyways. Speaking of which, we're going to talk about Lavaborn Goblins right now too, because this has a good combination play right here. It's a 5/4 for 5 with a 5/4 haster. That's not very good stat line if you think about it. However, you do have a good mayhem stat line. For 1 red and 2, a 5/4 haster is actually pretty decent. Again, throw something like Dreadmaw's Ire and trample through with it. It is decent for a goblin berserker villain right there. Super cool looking. And again, you have the discard abilities with Ruzik, and you have Grease Wrench Goblin, the ability to chuck away cards, so you could play that for its mayhem cost on there as well. So both of those abilities are going to be pretty solid to just bring in a sudden. Nobody expects goblins to be stompy on the back end, and I think that's where we catch a couple people by surprise with that one. And discarding a card will activate Cam and Ferric as well. Then we have the finisher here, the king. Krenko Mob Boss, 2 red and 2 Goblin Warrior, legendary creature. You tap him, you create X goblins, where X goblin creature tokens, where X is the number of goblins you control. Okay, so what does that mean? As many goblins as you have, you generate that many tokens. Now, this is the combination play that will hit Impact Tremors really hard. If we load up, if we build our board, You can't activate him right away. You have to have haste. But guess what? We have 2 options to give him haste. We have Howl Squad Heavy, or we also have Draconautics Engineer to give him haste as well. So you could wait till turn 5, put him down, activate the haste, and immediately trigger the swarm of goblins. If you have 5 or 6 on the board, you're generating 5 goblins. That'll hit Impact Tremors for 5. If you already have those extra 5 with the additional 5 you already have, you generate 10 goblins. That's 10 damage. That's only for 1 Impact Tremors down. 2 Impact Tremors down, you've done 20 points of damage the second time you've activated Krenko. Not only saying that, but you also have an enormous army of goblins that you can just swing down range. Are you tired of me saying goblin yet? Hot goms? Are you tired of hearing that? So with the haste abilities that you're given here between Draconautics and Howl Squad, you can absolutely just bring a huge amount of damage, especially with Howl Squad, because you can put him down, activate all the goblins have haste, and then you have 5 or 6 extra people going in on top of the 5 or 6 damage you've already done with Impact Tremors. Big finishers here. So you have kind of stompy hits, you have sneaky hits and token generation, swarm out patrols. You have a lot of different things, flying options. You have a lot of different things, crazy stuff that you can do with goblins on this one, which is really fun and interesting to just try out something new as opposed to the standard mono red that we've all seen a million times. So it's the end of the cycle. It's the end of this particular release. We're almost at Avatar. It's time to have a little fun, right? It's time to experiment and have a little fun. 21 mountains, 2 Cavern of Souls. We're looking at that right there. Standard deck. It is all red. It is 2.2 average of 23 lands, 29 creatures, 27 of them goblins. The only one that we don't have in there is going to be Screaming Mimi, as it were. 6 instants, 3 enchantments. You could cut down to the creatures and put more burn in if you want, and of course you could always add more Screaming Mimi in because it is an insanely useful spell right now with mono white life gain being the absolute top meta that there is. So, of course, the other things that I have are Crash Through, which, of course, give everyone trample and follow through. Fire Magic is good for clearing up mono white, believe it or not. It will hurt us, but sometimes you have to do it. Stadium Headliner is not bad either. It does generate a lot of tokens. Torch the Tower I talked about. You could also up the amount of tokens that you're generating with either Weftstalk or Ardent. That's not a bad one to warp in and then generate Krenko. You can do Impact Tremors and Weftstalker to generate Krenko and immediately hit for a lot of damage. You could also do Memorial Team Leader, which is actually pretty decent, especially if you generate a huge amount of creatures. You can warp it in for 1 red and 1 and give everyone +1/+1. So if you have, 10 1/1 goblins, well, it's not that threatening. Now they're 2 1s. Now it's 20 points of damage they have to block for. It can be pretty impressive as it goes. So consider a couple of options to kind of sneak your way around. You got to be underhanded. You got to be sneaky. You got to be dangerous. The goblin method right there. You got to live that goblin core life. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Make sure you like the video. We're going to be going into Platinum, trying to rank up. We're going to be struggling against the absolute rock hard meta right now that is just solid. But we're going to do our best to try to give you some fun games. And I hope you like it. Welcome to the show. Let's get into it. All right, folks. We are done for the evening. I'm going to send you off on your way to somebody else. Really slow night tonight. Nothing wrong with that, though. We'll go see, I guess we'll go see Kitty Kate. All the cool Kates and kittens. And we'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night and farewell. Oh, and if you haven't seen today's video, please go check that out. It's a really good video. It's Veto Vampires. So if you haven't seen it yet, there it is for you. Make sure to like, do all that good stuff. Adios and farewell.